Hello. Today we're going to be looking at the badass himself, Generation 1 Omega Supreme. He would be considered one of the last remaining Guardian robots, whose jobs were to protect the inhabitants of Cybertron against Decepticon forces or anything else for that nature. His job in particular was to protect and guard the Crystal City. He was friends with the Constructicons at this time, who were not evil at this point of time. Of course, Megatron got a hold of him. Reprogrammed all Constructicons with his Robo-Smasher machine. They later returned to the Crystal City and told Omega Supreme there was a attack in a nearby city, and they would watch the city while he was gone. He agreed to this, later on finding out there was no such battle taking place. Came back to find the Crystal City in ruin, destroyed by the Constructicons. Went all over the place looking for the Constructicons in some hope to reprogram them, bring them back to their old selves, but unfortunately, once the Robo-Smasher reprograms something, the process can never be reversed. And also, unknowing to Omega Supreme, Megatron gave them a new alt mode, Devastator. Devastator tried to use the Robo-Smasher machine on Omega Supreme, and he was almost successful. Omega pulled it off of him right at the last moment, gave him some whacked out mind condition, left him with nothing but hate towards the Constructicons. Sought nothing but revenge against the Constructicons from that point on. On Earth, the Autobots pretty much used him as a taxicab, back and forth to Cybertron and Earth, or they used him as a last-ditch effort when they were getting their asses kicked. That's pretty much all he was good for. And during the time when the aerial bots were first created, he came back to Earth, and as soon as he touched down, I guess there was a bomb on him or something like that, and he just blew him into like a million pieces. And I think there was maybe one more, I think there was probably one more episode after that, and that was it. You didn't see any more of Omega Supreme. So, it's basically it on that. The toy itself, this is the shining point of it. Here he is in his rocket base mode. He is motorized, kind of like, you know, old train sets you might have. This little tank here rolls around the track. Somewhat. There we go. Now ain't that just cool? Yeah. That's badass. And with him being this size, he's pretty much in scale with all the other mini bots and stuff you might have. So yeah, it's a pretty good, nice addition to any Transformer collector. Definitely recommend getting this. But now that you've seen the base mode, let's go ahead and transform him into his robot mode. Try to get this done as quick as I can. And there's so many pieces to this, it's not even funny. So many pieces. Alright, let's get this guy transformed. That took long enough. But anyways, this is Omega Supreme in his robot mode. And unlike a lot of other G1 toys that didn't look like their cartoon counterparts, this guy is dead on the character. Every aspect about this guy is Omega Supreme, without a doubt. Probably due to the fact that this wasn't an original Takara product. This mold was made by a company called Toy Box in Japan, and Hasbro got the rights for it and did what they do all the time: recolor it, repackage it, and call it something else. Yes, he is Omega Supreme. And that's another thing I didn't really care for about the guy. That's all he said. I am Omega Supreme. Couldn't say nothing else. I guess that Robo Smasher machine did something else on that guy's brain. Didn't leave him with much. But here he is. He can walk in this mode. Turn him on here. Well, I'll be damned. Guess I don't have the legs connected together right. But anyways, besides that, he's supposed to walk. But I don't think I have the legs connected to the torso correctly. But yeah, definitely get this guy. He's worth it. He looks good both in robot mode and in his base mode. And if you got all the other bases, you put them all together, if you got the room for that, that would be totally sweet. Have all the little mini bots and stuff. Yeah, it'd make a perfect diorama. This guy on eBay, you can get a complete one for about $100 even. Make sure, without a doubt, that you get every single piece that comes with them, that is supposed to come with them. 26 individual pieces. Complete this guy. If you don't have 26 pieces, you don't have the complete set. And also make sure that you got all 6 of these clips. 2 big ones, 2 small ones, and 2 medium-sized ones. These are the only things that pretty much hold them together from the waist down. Without these, he'll just fall apart. So, keep that in mind if you want to go out and purchase this guy. You can get a reissue of him. There's reissues of this. And there's also an actual Guardian robot who is in the blue and gray colors, which is also a pretty good toy. Any of those. The reissue one actually does have a face. This one has nothing but a light bulb inside there. So if you get the reissue, at least that one has a face. But either or, still a pretty cool toy, and definitely recommended. So this is I, and this is Omega Supreme. Yeah. Till next time, everybody. Have a nice day.